What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to talk about a set that's coming out. Primarily it's a Disney set, and I think there's going to be a lot of controversy around the set. I think this is going to be a very bad investment, but I'll give my thoughts and opinions on the set overall, how I think it will do. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And whether you feel this set is going to do awesome in retirement when it does retire, or if you think it's going to be a dud. So this set is a very or I want to say coming from a very popular line. It's got history. It's a very well-known character and set from Disney, and ultimately I feel it's going to be a giant dud. But let's dive into it. This set is the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage. This is coming out March 4th, 2024. It's got a value of, or a retail value of $219.99. So this set is overpriced in my opinion. I personally believe this should probably be a $180 to $200 set. I think Lego is again being greedy with these 220s. They're always doing pricing where it's in the $30 or $20 range, trying to squeeze out a little more, and I think that ultimately hurts them in the long run. So this set has 2,228 pieces with a price per piece of 10 cents, and it's got 10 minifigures. I think people are going to buy it for the minifigures and not the house. Although the house I think is honestly not that bad. It's kind of got a medieval kind of theme to it, so it might be able to be used later on. But if it had a different color scheme like roofing, I think it would have been better for this set. Because if you could have used this in a medieval town, castle type town, or somewhere in the forest off to the side, I think you could probably stretch it and include it. But if it had a different color scheme to it, I think it would have really, really helped this set overall, in addition to the 10 minifigures. So if I do buy this set, I think it has to be on sale quite a bit. And I think we're probably not going to see a big sale with this set. I think it's going to go in the long run and probably maybe come to a sale near the end of its retirement. I guess it depends on how much they produce, but I also feel like this set is not going to be a popular set just for personal use. So I think in the end it's going to be come down to investors that buy this set, and I think it's going to sit on the shelf for quite a bit, and eventually we will get that sale. But for me, if I'm going to buy it, it has to be on a great sale. And truly, I just don't know if we're going to get that. Some Disney sets just really do not go on sale, and I think this might be one of them. So I've already given you my opinion about the house. It can be used in another setting, town building type scenario. But I think there's going to be too much controversy with this set. And I think this is going to follow the exact same way another set has done, which I will go over in 1 minute. So as you are aware, there's a Snow White movie coming out, and there's a lot of controversy with it. I'm not going to go over that. I have no thoughts and opinions on that. I'm here for the investing aspect of it, but I do not like investing in controversy sets. Ultimately, in the end, the sets end up doing very bad, and I think there's going to be a lot of difficulty to earn money on these controversy sets. So ultimately, I personally believe the Snow White movie, because there's so much controversy about it and negativity around it and just what's going on with it, I think that movie is going to flop, and in turn, it's going to hurt this set. And I think it's going to follow exactly how the Lego Disney The Little Mermaid set has done. So initially, right off the bat, it's a very unique display piece. I give props to designers of this set. But this was a controversy set. This was a controversy movie. There's too much negativity around it. And I think the Snow White set is going to follow exactly how this set has done. This set has not been selling near me. Literally, I go into Target and you can see dust on top of these sets. They just do not sell. Since the beginning, it has not sold. It has gone on sale its first year. And I truly believe the Snow White is going to follow the exact same way. I think there's more. I think the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage is a much better purchase than the Little Mermaid set. But because the Little Mermaid movie flopped, and generally I'd probably say there's a lot of hate towards it, and I think it just did very bad. It hurt this set. There was no demand for it. If the movie did phenomenal, then yes, it would have helped this set and it probably would be selling. But with how it's going, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney dropped the Seven Dwarfs movie or the Snow White movie because they fear it just might not do very well. There's been a lot of talks about it from what I've heard, and I'm a big movie buff, so I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen. So the Little Mermaid set is a little bit cheaper. Its retail price is $160. It probably should have been a $130 to $140 set, but it is cheaper and it's not selling. So we're in the $220 range. We're in a level where it really hurts with Lego investing at this level of $220. You could buy 4 Star Wars helmets and earn way more profit when investing in those compared to this set, in my opinion. So let's go over kind of what's going on with the Little Mermaid, how it's doing, the Little Mermaid set, how it's doing on eBay. So it's doing 70, less than 120, 100 plus 6 shipping. So we're looking in the $80 to $90 range for this set. And honestly, I'm surprised it's that much. I truly do believe it. I just do not see this set selling at all. These have been stocked so much in every single Target. No one is buying it. So yeah, I think the Snow White set is going to be a loss if you bought it for retail. I think it's going to be a long hold if you got it on the, let's say, anywhere from 160 to 180, and I doubt it's going to go in the 160 range. It will probably go for like 200 on sale. I'm betting that's going to be the case. But I think you're probably going to lose money at that price point. If you got it in the 160 range, it's probably going to take a while, but I do think you could eventually earn money with this set, but the whole time is just going to be too long for this set. But I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. Do you think The Little Mermaid is popular than Snow White, or do you think Snow White's more popular than The Little Mermaid? And do you think the house is just going to go give it a better sell point for this set? I just think the demand for both of these is just not there, especially with the controversy movies, and I do not like investing in those kind of sets. I think they just flop in the end. But I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the set, how you think it will do in retirement. Do you think this is going to be a sleeper where it just doesn't sell, and then maybe 5 years to 7 years down the line, we sell it for 300? If you picked it up for 180, 190, that's a pretty good return if you could do that. But I just don't think it's going to get to that point. I think once the movie drops, you're just going to get more negativity, and it's going to hurt the Snow White franchise, the universe, in my opinion. So let's take a look at some sets like this. So let's take a look. We do not have a lot of Snow White sets, surprisingly. I would have expected we would have had quite a bit of sets, but so far we've had 2 sets, 3 including this one, but we've gotten 4 minifigures, which is honestly shocking. The Snow White minifigures have done really well. We've got $35, $28, $9, and we got Blocky Snow White over here for $5.77. So this Snow White, which has a value of $35.07, comes in the Disney Castle, and that's why it's so expensive. But honestly, it's still shocking that price point. So there is a potential that the minifigures could end up doing, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they hit up 120. I guess it all depends on the pricing or the production and how many are produced. I think this Snow White is pretty decent. But let's take a look at the other Snow Whites. So we've got this one that has a value of $28.44, which I think this one is way worse than the one that comes in the set that's coming out. But this set is included in the Snow White's Forest Cottage, and this set has a retail of $15, and it's got a value of $35 right now. And then this Snow White, again, I think this is a bad Snow White. It's got a value of $9.35, and it comes in the Ultimate Adventure Castle, which is at retail right now for $100. So honestly, $10 for that minifigure, or I'm sorry, $28 for that minifigure is really great for this set, and it's not even retired yet. So that might be a good sign for the Snow White set that's coming out. And then we've got this one over here. We'll call her Thick Snow White. Got a value of $5.77, and this one is from the Duplo line, the 2015 and the 2012. And I am shocked. Like, really, people are paying these prices for Duplo? I refuse to believe. I just don't get it. Why would anyone buy Duplo sets? This one has a value of $40, got a value of $269. This one has a retail value of $15, got a value of $33. I mean, that's just insane. I might need to expand my investing into Duplo, but I just cannot invest in Duplo sets. I just don't know what adult would buy a Duplo set at a premium. And I don't see a parent paying a premium for a Duplo set. Maybe if somebody knows info on Duplo sets, can fill me in. Is it just because the minifigures are unique and they're just not made very often, or what? But those are the amount of minifigures and sets that we have. So definitely there's a lot going for this set. The amount of minifigures. I think the cottage looks really awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I wish it was a different color, but whatever. And then a lot of these are unique. We don't have the seven dwarves have been made from my understanding. So we have a lot of unique minifigures for this set. Will they include them in other sets? I am absolutely sure they will. They're Disney sets. Disney, I think, likes to milk any minifigure and set that they can. So I wouldn't be surprised if all of these. I would probably bet maybe like just a few end up being unique. But even with the benefits of this set, the unique minifigures, the cottage, and just how many just sets have been made of Snow White previously, which is not many, I think this is going to be a tough sell. And I think it's going to come down to, like, if you watch my previous video where I went over a Star Wars set from the Rey trilogy, which is ultimately the worst. They're just garbage movies. Everyone hates them. And the really good sets just did very, very bad. And I think, and a lot of people commented that they did bad because the movies were just horrible. And I think it's going to come down to this. Hey, I could be wrong. I'm just speculating with all the news, everything I read on Facebook and YouTube. It looks like the movie is going to flop. But hey, let's say that movie doesn't flop and it earns over $1 billion and it's really popular. Then this set, I will make another video on the set saying there's a lot of potential with this set. We might be able to pull in, 270 to 300, maybe 2 years into retirement. But I do not think that's going to happen. So please comment down below. And shout out to everyone that's been liking my videos. It really helps the algorithm and it's helping this channel grow. I appreciate you. But let's hear your thoughts and opinions on this set. Are you going to be buying it, or are you passing it up? I think I'm going to pass it up. Maybe I might be buying one, since kind of this is, in my opinion, the first Seven Dwarves set. So I do like to gamble like that, and I just like to be, have one just in case. But I am not going beyond one. I don't know. We'll have to see how this set does throughout the years. And another thing with this set, I think it might be out a lot longer than a 2-year shelf life. But anyways, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. But as always, please do your own research, have some fun, make some money.